Good morning students. Our topic is RNA versus DNA. Here that number of scientists they have proved that DNA is a genetic material. Like Griffith, Hershey and Chase, they proved that DNA is a genetic material. But some scientists they said that the viruses they have RNA and that RNA transmits its characters or hereditary characters. That's why RNA is also a genetic material. In the case, for example, that Q beta bacteriophage also have RNA as a genetic material, and the TMV tobacco mosaic virus it also have a RNA as a genetic material. So this topic become debatable amongst the scientists, and for that now they make a criteria on that basis. Different points they consider that particular molecule is act as a genetic material if all these 4 points the particular molecule have or the shows it is a genetic material. So what are the 4 different points on which that a molecule considered as a genetic material? That is, first is that substance of the molecule can replicate itself, means it forms its replica. Replication process should be done by that particular molecules so that it transfer the characters from generation to generation. Then second, the chemically and the structurally it should be stable. That the particular molecule has the ability to remain as such that it may be when there is extreme heat or extreme temperature, it may not be denatured or lost its property. That this criteria should be present in that molecule, that chemically and structurally it should be stable. Any adverse environmental condition in that condition also, adverse condition also. Then fourth one, this one can mutate. It has some possibility to mutate itself. If mutation occurs, variation forms, and the variation shows the process of evolution. So that point should also be present in that particular molecule. Then fourth one, that is it follows the Mendel's law. This is one very important law of dominance, law of segregation, how they maintain their ploidy. So all these characters should be there in a particular molecule, that then it become a genetic material. So that all these 4 points or the criteria it is present in or follows by the DNA, as that different type of scientists they have proved that. But that RNA it is not showing all these characters also. That's why it is not acts as a genetic material. How we can say that the RNA is not a genetic material, not showing all these 4 characteristics? Here that first point is that RNA is unstable. We are saying that DNA is stable, structurally and chemically stable. But here the RNA is not is unstable. Why it is unstable? Due to the additional 2'OH group at the each nucleotide. Every nucleotide there is an additional OH group which is present at the 2 position of a 2 carbon atom. So that's why it become, due to the presence of this additional OH group at the 2' and then it makes it's unstable and reactive. So due to the presence of this additional OH group at the 2' and RNA become unstable and become reactive, or maybe we can say that it acts as a catalyst. Now that that's why we can say that when it is reactive, it means it change its structure. Chemically it also change its structure. That's why it become reactive and participate in the metabolic activities. Then second thing is that the most important thing, why the DNA is stable, because DNA has a nitrogenous base, that is the thymine, which makes it stable. But here in the RNA, instead of thymine, there is a uracil, and this uracil makes it reactive and unstable. So these two factors shows that RNA is reactive in nature. It is act as a catalyst and not a genetic material. So that as the viruses, they have RNA, so that's why they means the RNA, it shows it is very reactive. That's why it mutate very fast. That it mutate very fast. That's why virus also mutate very fast and change its chemically and structurally change their structure. So that's why the viruses mutate very faster as they have a RNA. Now that DNA, so we can say that DNA stores genetic information. What DNA stores genetic information, as we are saying that this is the nucleus with the DNA. It stores genetic information and gives the genetic information to, during the transcription process, it gives the coded message to messenger RNA, that is a type of RNA, and this messenger RNA translate the coded message. This RNA translate the coded message, that this DNA gives the message in code form, and this coded message is received by messenger RNA, and this messenger RNA then by the help of transfer RNA and ribosomal RNA translate the coded message into proteins. So in this way, that DNA is the head called as the central dogma, which stores the genetic information and gives the information to messenger RNA. Messenger RNA translated into protein and regulate all the metabolic activities. So that all the metabolic activities are governed by metabolism of an individual, is governed by RNA. Why? From where it gets the information? And it gets this information from the DNA. Clear? So that all the metabolic activity, transmission of genetic information which translate into protein is done by RNA, and the DNA stores the genetic information. So in this way we can say that DNA is a genetic material because it shows 4 different points. It has the ability to replicate. It has the ability to mutate also. Not the entire length, but at certain reason they have the possibility to mutate or change its codon, which helps in evolution, variation, which leads to the evolution. Chemically and structurally, it is very strong. Double helical structure, protein molecules are also there, bound with the different hydrogen bonds also, and that nitrogen glycosidic bonds are also there, phosphodiesterase linkage is also there, and most important that it follows the Mendel's law also. So in this way we can say that DNA is a genetic material. Now that it means that we can say that from the course of evolution that RNA, that it is most important thing is that RNA regulates the metabolic activities. So we can say that RNA, so from the RNA DNA is evolved. From the RNA DNA is evolved, because RNA, it is catalytic, it is slightly unstable, but the DNA is highly stable. So these are the different reasons by which the DNA acts as a genetic material.